Welcome back to the Virgo channel. My name is Laura. If you're new to my channel, and I'm going to do a general message for you got it, Virgo. Know that energy is fluid, roles could be reversed. Just interpret the message as it best resonates. Also know that the message always goes to the person that needs to hear the message because the universe always brings you what you need, not what you want. So you might not like the message. Usually on this channel, you don't, unfortunately, because on this channel, I like to dive deep within the reading. So it's not so much about what your person is going to do and what they did do, though we look at those elements, but we want to know why they do what they do. And we want to know why they do what they do because why they do what they do is usually just triggering us. And we want to know why. Because nothing in our environment should be able to, disrupt our peace. If there's something that can, it means that we have something that we need to heal in layman's terms, in real simple terms. So we all have spiritual blocks, and those spiritual blocks are psychological and emotional. And that energy is held in the body as stress because your body is your mind's faithful servant. So your spiritual body is the psychological and the emotional aspects of yourself. So when you integrate the spiritual lesson, you're able to actually quantum jump into a new reality because you, at your basic, natural, God-given energy, your energy is just the energy of love, unconditional love. But we're born into families and we're born during times that teach certain perceptions, and we all get prejudiced and we all have, again, become just narrow-minded in our views due to, again, what the world tells us. But understand it's a reality. It's not the reality. There's many different realities that play out. So when you continue to relive an experience that keeps you stuck in a place of limitation, a place of fear, and fear could be, I don't feel like I could be loved. I don't feel like I could get married. I don't feel like I can support myself. I feel like I don't have enough. I feel like I'm not good enough. Any core belief that keeps you stuck in a place of disempowerment needs to be integrated because any place that keeps you in a place of disempowerment is keeping you in a place of fear. Fear is not your God-given energy. Your God-given energy is the energy of the universe, and the energy of the universe is love. And that's because spirit resides inside of you, and its energy is of love. So when we're in alignment with the laws of God, the laws of love, the laws of nature, and the laws of the universe, we are an expression of love. We're here to give and receive of love through whatever our free will is. We get to choose by becoming ourselves. If we don't become ourselves, we tend to be the wounds of the past. We tend to be stuck in perceptions of the past or time periods where we were happy. So understand life is ever changing. So we can't change the environment. We have to change ourselves. And in order to be able to go with the flow of life, those changes. Now, I don't know why I say what I say in the beginning of a reading. I always let spirit take over, but I'm feeling like you're connected to someone that has a root chakra imbalance, that has a very hard time of letting go, has a hard time of change, has a hard time of new. And that's because they're not strong within themselves. Doesn't mean that they haven't hid behind material things. Doesn't mean that they don't live in a nice house. Again, we all tend to create the realities that we want to perceive that we're living in. But is that the real reality? No. I mean, if we want to pretend that we are a rich person and we go out and we buy a nice house and we live in buy a nice car and we have nice things to fill in the house, that doesn't make us rich. It makes us have a lot of possessions. But from the outside, looking in, it's very appealing because it's like, wow, like if the person has that $1 million couch and that type of TV and they live in this type of house and drive this type of car, they must be making a lot of money. They must be traveling the world. They must be. But a lot of people hide behind material things. Now I'm feeling like you're connected to someone that hides behind material things. And that's because they're not strong within themselves. Now, I don't know why, again, Spirit tells me a little tidbit before a reading. We'll see how it, you know, it equates to the rating, right? All right. Now, anything of any importance or relevance to the channel, you can find in the description box. I'm really excited about this new project that I'm working on. May 1st, Social Goats, people. This platform is going to be a combination between YouTube, Netflix, and Mind Valley. Hundreds of thousands of content creators for a very reasonable price, monthly price. And I will be on there. I will be doing my podcast on there, extended oracle readings, coaching, group coaching. So again, that's with the oracle cards, being able to work with one-on-one. It's not deep coaching. Like some people really need the coaching, the bigger and longer courses, but this is more interactive. It's more fun. And all you do is you pay the affiliate rate and then you become an affiliate. So then you can make money if you tell your friends and they join. So it's something that is a way that the content creators get to keep their money. It's a way that all content creators get to connect with other content creators. It's that we're creating a platform that is changing the world, changing the way that people do coaching, people again learn, people connect. It's going to be amazing because it's not just about spiritual healers that are on this. We have gamers that are going to be on it. We're going to have famous people on it, people that are in sports on it. We're going to have, again, it's going to be a combination between Netflix and Mind Valley. I mean, I'll be able to do everything that I offer under one roof now. So again, my podcast, my vlogs, a little bit of coaching. So the Patreon subscriptions that I used to have that really didn't work out. Well, now it can work out because I'll be on there all day. So people can jump on all day long and get whatever it is that they need. I'm really so excited about this because never before has there been something that was so affordable for people and something that was actually beneficial for the content creators because everybody knows that usually the platform is what makes the money. The content creator can't make a living doing what they love to do. So this gives us an opportunity to do what we love to do. Now, if you're interested in joining the platform, becoming an affiliate, or just even being able to receive the content that's actually on the platform, fill out my affiliate link. It is in the description box. You want to do this also before May 1st because May 1st we launch. So it's absolutely free right now. So you definitely want to do it. And then just go on YouTube and watch Social Goats and you can actually see how the platform works from the creators of the platform. It's something that like I said, we're really excited about. And I just really needed to share because there's so many people that want to do coaching with me, but they can't afford it. And then I've tried to work with outside people and they're not consistent and they don't represent me that well. And, you know, it's expensive to, market it instead of, offering something that is so easy and accessible and affordable. It's just more in alignment again with everything and everyone. And that's really where I am now. If it doesn't work for everyone involved, I don't really want to participate. But that's again because it continually feeds you. The energy continually feeds you. You realize that whatever it is that you're putting out, you're getting back, that the universe is always supporting you. And it's a way that, again, you become the energy of love by doing what you love continuously because you're supported and you're supported by not just one person that's paying you for the month, like one coaching client, but thousands because they're paying like maybe $30 a month or $35, like something ridiculous that's not expensive and something that you get so much. So I just, again, needed to tell you guys about that. And I want to also share with you that anything of any importance or relevance to the channel or me, you could always find in the description box, okay? Including the word of the video, which is important if you want to enter into any free reading with me. Now, all readings I give away are done live. I believe in spiritual law, what's best for everyone. I do allow, I do private readings, but you have to pay for that in advance. You have to go through the website. I was taking payment before and it just didn't work out with time zones. So again, I am available, but you have to go through the website to actually book it. All right. Just wanted to put that out there for you guys. Now, let's see what the word of the video is. Again, the word of the video is always on the first and second card that I pull out is the underlining energy that tells us why everyone does what they do. Very important when we're dealing with a person that wears masks, they create facades, you know, no one wants to deal with that. The energy is determination and blame. Well, it's like I'm feeling as if there's a sense that your person has stayed away from you for a long time and they were really determined to stay away from you forever because they didn't really want to be blamed about, how they treated you. They wanted to be able to treat you the way that they wanted to treat you. They knew that you wanted more, but they wanted to kind of come in and act as if they were a friend, a little bit more than a friend, but very casual, like very surface, very flirty, like no substance to the connection. And you didn't tolerate that. You were also determined to not let this person into your life because you knew that the energy would obviously, it would be you to blame if you again went on in a connection with a person that obviously wasn't going very deep with you. You saw that they were playing it very surface. Now I'm feeling as if this person gets into connections with other people and they're determined now to get out of their situation. And it's also like, I feel like this person could have been with you, was ending something with someone, might have told you that it had already ended, but this person didn't fully finish or close out that previous connection. And so there was a sense of you telling this person, I'm not going to be with you because I don't trust the person that you're with. You told this person about the person that they were with, and they didn't believe you. They didn't believe you. They said, oh, they're not like that. So you might have said this person is very vindictive. They're they're like they're not just vindictive, but they're someone that is vicious. They're someone that's vicious. They're someone that is going to win at any cost. That is, like I said, they're blaming your person for for their connection not working out, and they are determined to destroy your person. And so, and I feel like again, and you're determined to not really let this person into your life because they didn't give you anything. And your person's determined to actually come into your life, but I feel like, again, they're nervous because they know that you're going to blame them for this connection not working out. And this person doesn't understand why. They are reaping the consequences. And I'm just getting this intuitively, and we're going to see why. But I'm feeling like this person thought that you were going to save them from that karmic. It's like they thought that they were going to like play this game where you were going to be in their life and they were not going to have to reap all the repercussions that this karmic is giving to them right now. So there's a sense of you saying, well, I warned you. I warned you, you shouldn't have went back to this person. I warned you who they were. This person didn't want to hear. So this is the energy. So I feel like that karmic is doing things underhandedly to the person that's connected to you. You are not giving this person anything, and this person doesn't really know how to deal with their situation because they want to come to you, but They know if they come to you, they're going to have this karmic right behind them. And they've been lying to that karmic. So we can see again, there's a lot of things happening internally, but nothing really happening externally. So when we look at, see, how was this person when they were dealing with you? Again, creating illusions, again, and living in like a dream world they created when really they were living in their own hell. And so the hell is that they're connected to this karmic. They pretended that they weren't. Pretended that the connection was over, where I feel like this person was checked out of that connection. But they created the illusion that they lived a better life, but they were really living like again, they wanted to like live their dreamland. And their dreamland is I'm connected to you. I have an emotional connection to you. But what you always felt was that this person would not go deep. It's not that you didn't feel like there was a connection. I feel like you did feel like there was a connection. You wanted to know why they wouldn't go in deep. And so again, because this person acted like a victim, they act like they're not in charge of their life. So they would hint about getting out of that connection. They would say things to make you think that they were, but the way that they would phrase it was like they were the victim, that they had to sacrifice, that if they left, they were leaving with a lot less money. They were leaving again with a lot of consequences because this karmic is determined to ruin their life because how they see it is you you didn't show up in this connection. It's like and now they're angry. It's like, and again, hide this person too that you're connected to is hiding behind their material things. So again, that they're connected to somebody that they didn't 100% want to let go of because again, the illusion is what it looks like from the outside. So I feel like they wanted to present that they were a strong person and still have their money, still have strong within themselves, but that relationship was over. But that karmic was never going to let that relationship be over and have this person still hold on to all their possessions. They're like, no, the karmic's determined to make sure you have nothing and that your life is ruined. Now this person has nowhere to go and they're looking at you. And again, they held back from you. So again, they would play the victim. So this is still the energy like that, oh, I wanted to come into your life, but I couldn't. And yes, part of that is because they knew that this karmic would be right behind them, and you would never talk to them ever again. So now they're in a place of sadness because, again, they're the victim and they don't really know how to fix it. And that's because they were never honest to begin with. All they know is again, that everything that this person like does, every connection that they get into, it's like destruction. Just destruction. And it's because this person's not strong within themselves. Okay. They're not strong within themselves because they hide behind material things. It's again, they're more again in this place of not feeling safe because this karmic wants revenge. So they don't really know what to do. They didn't treat you well. So there is a sense of having nowhere to run to. But this person thought that you were going to be in this person's life. I don't think that they've ever like had to deal with their full karmic consequences. Like it's not that they haven't screwed over a person that they've been with. They have. But usually they've run into somebody else's arms, and somebody protects them. So they never really reap the whole effects of the karma. Now they are because you're like I'm not going to go in there. I'm not going to be with you. It's again because you saw it. It's like this person doesn't mean to create harm, but it's again they're a troublemaker and they're a troublemaker because they don't start things off properly. They don't end relationships when relationships are fully over. and they start new relationships before the old relationship is over. So the relationship that they start is built on a lie. And so again, this person's sad, but they again make excuses, and they make excuses like they're not in charge of their life. They blame that karmic, but the karmic's like, no. It's like what you're seeing is a manifestation of what this person created within our relationship. Because when they were in a relationship with them, they weren't treating them well. Again, they were self-righteous, and this person can be self-righteous. And they, you know that because again, they didn't give you the time. They held back from you. And so they'll act like they're unaware, and part of them is unaware because they're spiritually blocked. So we're going to look at some hidden truths. Just being near you is intoxicating. I feel you leaving me behind. My life is not as together as it seems, obviously. I'm going to read this all at once. I wish things could be different. So here we see it again, like this person acting in, like they're the victim. Again, there is a soul connection. Again, they do have that love. Understand, they don't have the intimacy anymore with that past life karmic mate, that karmic mate that they're attached to that is determined to ruin their life and, own their life right now. And that's how they're ruining their life because they're not able to grow. They know that they're stifling this connection with you. They can't be with you. And they can't be with you because, hey, they're going to come to you. This karmic's going to be right behind them. It's going to be right behind them and they're going to create problems in your life. You're not going to talk to them because this karmic is determined to punish this person. And so again, usually this person runs to somebody else. It's not like this is their first rodeo where this has happened. It's just this is the first time that they don't have someone sharing in the negative consequences. Some innocent person that they came into the life and pretended to fall madly in love with and connected, but meanwhile, the whole time this person was holding back from you. So again, they were holding back from you because they were with that karmic. They were acting as if they were victimized, but they weren't victimized. They didn't want to lose their stuff. They acted unaware. They know exactly who that karmic is, and they thought that they knew exactly who you were. So their little plan was, well, the karmic's going to come down on me. It's like, and as soon as I run to somebody else, it'll be all about, you know, somebody else. It's not going to be about me because karmic has fought other people before, has, chased away other people. This person has strayed before. And then what happens is that they're never really held accountable. You didn't fall for it. So the fact that you didn't come and rescue them, well, now, hey, they have to reap the rewards of it. And the rewards is they're stuck with a person that they have no emotional intimacy. And this is like the sex, the passion, the closeness, the intimacy, the trust. There's no more friendship. What's there is betrayal because that's how the karmic feels. The karmic feels like, fuck you, you betrayed me. It's like you're going to sit there and act like I'm the bad guy. You're going to run to somebody else that doesn't know the entire story. So, yeah, I am right behind you. I'm going to make it really difficult for you to run anywhere. So, the longer it takes for you to actually return, well, the chances are that this person, whoever you are, because I don't believe that the karmic knows who you are, because if they knew who you are, they would be on the phone with you. And I can feel it because I can feel their energy of being like, well, whoever's waiting there is going to be waiting a long fucking time. And they're going to know that there was somebody there. You were giving somewhere else. And so this person, of course, is like going to act like they're the victim, but really they created trouble. They didn't want to leave that situation. Part of them was hiding behind their material gain. It's like They're the car, the house. Again, they looked like, again, didn't want to let go of the money, didn't want to let go of the facade, the illusion. And really, what is happening is this person's not having anything. And they're not having anything because you didn't really play along. So, again, this person lost themselves for a while and lost themselves for a while because, hey, this karmic is going to destroy them. This person, like, again, didn't want to give in, their ego. They were getting more concerned about, hey, losing their image, again, who they want to be perceived as. This karma is going to ruin them. They're determined to ruin them. And that's what's going to happen. And so at first, I feel like the karmic tricked them again, and where they didn't really know how bad this karmic was. So I feel like now they see how manipulative the karmic is, but it's because the karmic is angry. I wish I could share my good news with you. Again, this is gonna it's gonna leave. They're gonna leave. So they wish that things could be different with you, but they know that they can't. And in defending themselves off and being depressed and feeling like they don't have control over their life and feeling like the victim, because when a person's depressed, they're the victim again, because no one's going to save them, no one's helping them to get out of their situation. Well, they lost themselves for a while, and we can pretty much know what they did to lose themselves. We're going to look, but honest to God, that they are, going to make changes whether they want to or not. I feel like the karmic is making changes. It's like they don't have control over their life. So we can see, I want to pull like just three more from this deck, which is not growing. Again, this person stayed, like, I feel like connected to the karmic, where they were like utilizing this person's resources, but almost like pretending that they were going to work their connection out, but never had any intention of really working it out. And I feel like this is why the karmic is mad. But I also feel like the karmic feels like they're entitled. It's like this entitlement of, like, I put up with your shit for so long. You should, do this for me. So in spite, like, you may be like, damn, this person is stopping them from coming to me. Yes, they are. But I feel like you're dodging a bullet. They're helping you dodge a bullet. Because again, this person, like, and it's all too intense. And when I'm saying too intense, we're talking about they generate too much drama and it's exhausting. See, so too much drama, and that's because, like, they're pulling in this person. The karmic has a lot of emotions because they don't like how they've been getting treated. This person's a place of survival. If you were connected to them, they would be triggering you. This person has a lot of people, again, that, like, don't have good feelings towards them, because they create so much drama to control, like, the environment to get what they want. And it's really because they have a lack of will to, like, really change. So it's, again, that they create a lot of drama. They get everybody else to do the changing. So there's a part of them that's given up and they stop trying. And that's really what this is. It's like, it's almost like they see that the karmic is so mad, and they have nowhere to run to. They're not used to having to fight their own battles. They're not ha ever having to, like, really reap the whole, effects of the karma, and they are, and so they don't really know how to handle it. And I feel like this person doesn't know who to be mad at either. And they might not have a reason to be mad at you, but this person would be mad at you because, again, they perceived you to be someone that you weren't. And then on top of it, you don't really look like it's bothering you. So again, what we see this person with escapism, if you want to know if they were with other people, yes. Again, because this person needs to feel as if they're in control, and right now they're not in control of their life. So again, they pretend to be single. They pretend that relationship's over. Just like when you met them. The only difference is it's on the way out now. So there's a lot of drama. There's a lot of intense bullshit going on. And this person says, well, I really can't be with you because they're actually protecting you, but they're going to run to other people because again, they're still being a little self-righteous and cocky and being like this to the karmic pretty much, where they're telling, where they're saying to the karmic, like, I'm still going to be with other people because I never want to be with you. And the karmic, remember, sacrificed a lot, did a lot. So they're angry and they're determined to like destroy them. And so this person knows that. So they're determined to like get over, to like, oh, you want to blame me? Well, I'm going to blame you. Like it's a tit for tat, and it's all because this person, like you said, the self the self image, they don't want to be put in a place of disempowerment. It's like that's what this karmic is doing, saying like let everybody see really who you are. And this person's hiding behind facades and things and material things instead of like coming to you, because again, part of them is paranoid of what this person is going to do, the karmic's going to do, what else is going to happen, because this karmic is determined to destroy them. And this person, like I said, knows that they created a lot of toxic energy. Now, three cards fell out, and we're going to take them. And just because I never believe in any mistakes, and the cards that came out is burdens, stress, trust, and impatience. Okay, so I am kind of feeling like that your person right now is like made like knows that the karmic has major trust issues. You now have major trust issues. They're stressed out because now they have twice as many burdens because of that karmic is going to make sure. It's like, oh, you have money. No, you don't. If we have kids, you're going to pay alimony through the nose. You're going to pay child support. And I'm going to make sure that I get the top dollar. I'm going to make sure that I take everything, that you have nothing, that you have to pay off everybody and everybody. I'm going to make sure to destroy your life. They're determined. Like I said, it's almost like if I can't have you, no one will. They're like really angry because they know, hey, you're in love with someone else. Your person does have feelings for you, but they were hiding behind their material things. They didn't want to change. They wanted to stay comfortable. They thought maybe that they could have their cake and eat it too. To hold on to this person and be with you. Now, what they see is that's not obviously possible because the karmic's not happy with this, and you're not going to be. But it really puts this person in a place of, again, disempowerment. They're in a place of disempowerment because they don't have a leg to stand on. They can't win over that karmic and they don't want to. And they can't really come to you because that karmic isn't moving. So it's almost like, and they're getting impatient. So again, you want to know what this person does? They're hooking up with other people. So we see again, they're still fragmented, which by the way is pissing off the karmic even more because it's like a real, like, I don't care about you. Again, it's all about saving their self-image. But really, what the karmic is saying is like, I'm going to rip you apart. You're not going to have any perception of who you are. I'm gonna bash you. So your person is like again in a place of victimization, but they put themselves there, is what I'm trying to get at. So, when we'll pull like three triggers for you, meaning like dealing with this person, how did they make you feel? Obviously, with still being connected to somebody else, you would feel ignored. Like, and I don't really feel like that this person didn't give time. I feel like they wouldn't go deep. So if you wanted to talk about something of substance or you went through something, it's this person was not there for you emotionally. You felt like it was so surface, isolated. Again, they didn't invite you into their world. So they could come and be with you and see you, but you were not incorporated into their world. So that was another reason why they kept it really surface, and you felt isolated. You're like, I feel ignored and isolated, and I don't really want to be in a relationship where my needs are not looked at. And this is again displaced, like felt out of place in a sense of like not belonging. And that's because this person was not 100% free and clear. And so the more on the surface that they were with you, the more that you were like, this doesn't feel right. It's like, I feel a deep connection to you, but I feel like you're holding back. I feel like you want to keep it surface. And that was making you not trust them because you're like, you're not creating the intimacy. And the fact that they weren't creating the intimacy is trust. It's like, well, you can bail at any day. Like, you don't want me to know anything. You don't want me to, where it's not that, is that that wasn't, they weren't finished with that previous connection. So, being that they weren't fully finished, and I feel like it's because intimacy problems, that karmic was still able to manipulate them, but there was no sex, there was no love, there was no passion. It was more like, I've known this person for so long, I have a loyalty to them because they've done a lot for me. So I feel like I have to. And this karmic played that. But then after a while, this person then was kind of like living a double life, sleeping around with other people, being with other people, and still, like I said, like holding space for this person, but they didn't love this person. So again, when they met you, they lied. And so this is again, and you knew it because it was so surface. So when we say, well, what are they going to do now? What are their hidden truths? We didn't pull those, did we? We actually did pull the hidden truths, and what they were was again, like this person knows again that if they didn't bring you anything, that you're going to leave them behind, and that they are changing themselves. But I don't feel as if they feel as if they can actually come into your life. I don't know why I'm feeling that. Like again, and it could be because they don't have their life together. They are making changes in their life. They're just not where, but let's go deeper. I'm afraid you're going to meet someone before I'm ready to be with you for good. And so they can feel like you're over them. You know what I mean? Like you're over waiting for them, you're over, and that um, chances are you are going to meet someone before because they haven't given you anything. So there's a little bit of guilt there. I've been learning about twin flames and it feels right to me. So again, this person feels like you're supposed to be in their life. Just like you, I'm always doing some form of mission. My energy and wisdom supports those around me. So this person is like looking at you almost not even like from a dating perception, but also like we actually have a lot in common. I actually like you for who you are. I feel like you match my energy a lot better than that karmic because you're actually a public figure and they look at themselves as someone that's important too. And so where they might be a business owner, they might have been someone that helped within the community, which I think that was also part of the appeal where this karmic didn't want to let go and had invested so much into them and felt like I made you into who you are, so you should stay with me or you should be giving me the loyalty. And I think for a long time that they did, but you know, what happened was your person just, well, they felt controlled by people in their environment and they didn't like it and it pushed them to find their power. You know what I mean? That's what happened is because this person was changing and growing and wanted more and there's no passion in that connection. So without passion, there's not really a need to grow or to do things or to create intimacy. This person doesn't want to. The intimacy is already damaged because they've cheated. Just as long as it looked a certain way, I believe the karmic was okay, and I believe that they were okay. They both hid behind material things. It's like your person doesn't want to hide behind material things. They're comparing you to them, but understand they already damaged this connection. We're again just going deep. What they say is that their inner child was wounded when their parents wouldn't respond to them, and so they tend to to react from that wound. And that's, the intimacy, the trust, nurturing. And so they want to let their guard down with you, but their fear makes them lash out in self-defense of getting in too deep. So it's like they had feelings for you, they weren't honest of where they were within the relationship because they were actually afraid that you would move on. And now they're really ending what it is. But what we see is that they're not really ending it. It's more that that karmic is ending it. They, again, are just going through the process almost like they need to let that karmic end it. And I feel like it's because, number one, that they're triggered and old patterns are surfacing and it hurts them. Like I said, I feel like they've gone through a similar experience to this before. Like that karmic looping is, hey, I've gone through this, karmic theme of betrayal. And now again, I'm being betrayed by someone else that I'm dating. That's why they thought that they could run to you. That's their natural way. So again, they don't have to deal with all the karmic consequence. You weren't there. You broke that karmic cycle. This person is actually reaping all the consequences themselves. So, of course, now they're looking at you from a different perception and they're saying, I didn't give you anything. Actually, we have a lot in common. I actually do have feelings for you. But again, they also see that they didn't give you anything. Even emotionally, they didn't open up to you. They didn't let their guard down, but they're really looking and saying, I've never felt love like this before, and the depth of it is real, but it's so overwhelming for them because it makes them feel, and they're going through a dark night of the soul right now, so nothing is making sense for them. And that's because, understand, they just went through a tower moment because this karmic is determined to destroy them, and they will be destroyed. Again, we see tower moment, them going through the dark night of the soul. This is just the beginning of the dark night of the soul. They have an awakening. That awakening, there's an epiphany, and the epiphany is, oh, you really are the person that I'm supposed to be with. But that's after they had already screwed up this connection because they didn't want to let go of their money. They didn't want to let go of their status. So this person wants to talk to you, but they're not sure if they're ready to share everything and give you the answers that they know that you deserve because, again, they're going to look like a schmuck. And they're afraid that, hey, you might not be interested. This person wants to send you a letter all the time. They were going to do it actually today, but they don't know whether you want to hear from them, and they wouldn't be able to handle the rejection right now while they're going through this dark night of the soul, this tower moment. Their life is, going through hell. And they watch you on social media to stay connected. It's their way of staying connected. So there's a sense that this person, like I said, does watch you and does have a desire to be with you and does feel like on some level that you guys will be back together again, or that the opportunity will, of like be there because they feel this love and this connection, and that they're trying to leave their comfort zone. I feel like they listened to this karmic for so long and they let this karmic puppet them, which is what creates, by the way, intimacy issues when you're in a relationship with someone on a lower vibration and you have to tell that person what to do and how to treat you all the time and how to show up, and then they don't show up. There's a lot of yelling. There's a lot of, like attacking of this person's personality, their character, like being stupid, like how do you not think, almost like not caring. But I think this person gets freaked out. I feel like they never grew up in an environment where they saw a father do this for a mother do this for a father, never saw a good relationship, only saw bad relationships. And this person just doesn't know. It's, again, like get stuck in stupid. It's like when people have spiritual blocks, they overthink, they don't know what to do. But understand they're trying to leave their comfort zone with this issue again, and that's to show up, and that's to like give you what you need. But they were not doing what they needed to do for themselves. They were staying connected to someone that they didn't really want to stay connected to. It's like they're getting out of that now, and there's hell and there's consequences, but then there's the fear of, will you even want me by the time that I come back? There are messages being exchanged through music and movies. Listen carefully. So again, this person like just feels like, again, serendipity. That's what they feel. They feel like, that you guys can mirror each other's energy, and that, it says clear the illusion of the 3D world. Don't take everything at face value. There's a lot more going on spiritually and energetically than you can see. So what it is that this person like is being like led by romance, right? And by love. However, they're clearing themselves is getting clear on what it is that they want, what it is that they don't want. I believe that this karmic, just their anxiety is the stress, and their anger and their hurt is, being directed at this person because they gave a lot. And their way is, I'm going to destroy you. But your person's like, I don't really care because I'm not going to stay with you anyway. Their way is to actually come back to you. They just can't come back to you now while all this is going on. And they don't really want to tell you everything because they know that they came to you prematurely. They know that they lied. They know that they manipulated. They know that they probably created a lot of trust issues. So they're not kind of looking at everything. They're just, because I feel like it would freak them out. And part of them that's helping them get out of the situation that they're in, or deal, I should say, with the karmic consequences from that karmic, is the belief that you will take them back. So again, this person's going through a spiritual awakening. And again, they're faced with constant reminders of you. And for a long time, again, there was something that they were hiding from you, and that's this person, but they want a second chance. And they're ashamed of how they treated you. And for a long time, they acted like they, didn't care when they did care. And now it's like they're ready to share that they're over the moon about you, and that they feel lost without you. So again, they're not going to let anyone keep you from them any longer. It's like this person knows that again, that karmic has kept them from you. And I feel like in the beginning that might have been a little bit of manipulation too, that this person thought that maybe you would come back. But being that you didn't come back, and you are making this person like actually see that karmic for who they are, and really this karmic is so angry that it's like, they're because this person normally would give in, this person would normally go back. They've been there before. It's not like they haven't. There hasn't been love in this connection for a long time. There's been respect, there's been honor, but there hasn't been love. And this person that you're connected to wants love. That's the issue. Did they start off being a player? Yes, they started off being a player. I'd lie to say not, but they're looking to get out of that. Now, some of you will take this person back and some of you won't. It doesn't really matter. They're not supposed to stay connected to that karmic. And that's what the universe says. But we look first to see, why did you attract this person into your life? Oh, that's too many. I would read them, but I'm feeling like I shouldn't. So we're gonna, even though they were good cards, like good cards. Okay, well, see, first card out is gifts. Second card out is neglect. That one fell on the floor. Third one out is self-love. Fourth card out is friendship, outdoors and nature, and abuse. So odd, because three of the four cards that fell on the ground, like we pulled. So again, Spirit saying, whenever you neglected emotionally, you did not get, and you were psychologically, emotionally, but this shows here even like physically abused. Now, Again, neglect is emotional and psychological abuse. So when we grow up in that environment, we tend to rely too much on friends. But then what happens is that we have trust issues because from such a young age, where people closest to us are abusive to us. So understand we begin to look at the world through a distorted perception that we can't trust anyone. However, we're going to rely overly on our friends. We're going to rely overly. We don't realize that we teach our friends not to respect us, not to honor us, because we're a little bit needy. So here we see friendship, but this is never really like this kid does not look like they really want to be a friend. I always see these quotes that's a so-called that's a friend, not really a friend, is more of a frenemy, which made you feel disconnected from, again, the outside in nature, which is the universe and the people that are on it and in the universe. It's that spirit saying it. So you felt disconnected. So disassociation disorder is what happens when we psychologically and emotionally are neglected, that trauma. And then we again attract people into our lives that tend to treat us the same way, and because we are recreating that dynamic unconsciously. And so spirit says it was all about giving yourself self-love and finding your worth and finding your gifts. Your gifts is actually what connects you to the people in the world, to the people in the universe. And you're here to give and receive of love, which is through your free will, what you choose to do, how you lose your time, your energy, your focus, and your money. It's your contribution to humanity. But your job is to become the expression of love. Again, by doing what you love, this is how you transcend the limitations of your mind. That trauma of, I can't trust anybody. I don't feel safe with people. It's a root chakra imbalance. Again, disconnect from the physical body, the physical world, and all physical elements of the physical world. We need to, again, heal ourselves. And that's through, again, giving ourselves self-love. Got that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And which one was this that fell on the ground? Again, gifts, and that we go out and we find our gifts. And we do that by pouring into ourselves, finding ourselves, and then working on ourselves. Just because we have gifts doesn't mean we don't need to cultivate them. You might have a talent, but if you don't feed it, if you don't, practice, you're not going to get any better. It's the same thing with your spiritual gifts. It's the same thing with, again, hobbies, interests, whatever it is. And Spirit's saying that also helps you connect to the physical body, the physical world, and all physical elements of the physical world. Because when you're grounded in the physical body and the physical world, and through the connection of, again, your hobbies, your interests, things that you love, again, those things grow. This is how you can make real friends, and real friends that is balanced. Is not balanced because, hey, I need them for this and they need this, and now it's become so out of balance because, they're not honoring me because they feel as if they do so much for me, where really you're getting your needs met by, again, like-minded people, where you're, again, where you should be getting the support from. And it doesn't mean you can never get support from friends, but if that's the only place that you get support and you only have one friend that you're continually doing it, you can again become seen as needy. And then when you're seen as needy, people then tend to not treat you with the respect that you deserve. And then you feel like you're overlooked and your needs are neglected. And then psychologically and emotionally, you're being like traumatized because it's like you're not that important. You don't bring anything to the table when really you do bring things to the table. Is that people will tend to treat you that way. And it's because, hey, you need help like all the time and you're not helping yourself. And you help yourself by giving yourself the love, by becoming yourself. It's, again, that's how you connect to the physical world and the physical elements of the world. And that allows you to, again, break the silence and find your voice, express your actual feelings. So again, you may be somebody that like has been bottled up for a long time, and that's something that's hard for you for transformation. Turn your fears into strengths as you step into the power of profound change. And that's because you'd be embodying a new consciousness and understand God made the world with his voice. You too can make the world with your voice. And that it's again breaking the silence is not being afraid to be true to yourself. Again, how that helps you transform so that you can again take that bold action, which is take a big step that will push you out of your comfort zone so you can see yourself for who you are today, not the wounds of the past. And that's again the embodying part that spirit says it's all about coming back to saying it's all about loving yourself. It's like you were neglected. So it's again, we can't look for those things outside of ourselves that didn't give us the love to all of a sudden give us the love. Spirit says, be true to yourself, give yourself the love, pour into yourself. It's again, and you're going to transform. You're going to transform. It's like through, again, taking bold action, but it's the way that you are able to actually transmute that negative energy. Like I said, you have a new consciousness, but a lot of times, unless we see an environment that reflects back that new consciousness, it's hard for us to acclimate new habits, new behaviorisms that support that belief. So we always have to embody it, and Spirit's saying, that's why it was to help you like transform those old spiritual blocks, and just so that you can learn how to love yourself. When you love yourself, you become a clear conduit for spirit to work through. Because again, you are the energy of love. But a lot of people show that they love outside things and they don't love themselves. Where spirit says, if you were neglected, it's easy to not love yourself. It's easy to, again, become a creature of habit of the environment that you were raised in. But if that environment neglected you, and if that environment, like you have a lot of mistrust and, you need to heal that abuse, well, obviously, like I said, you will heal in a different environment a lot faster than healing in the environment that made you sick. You have to embody it in order for your third eye to open. And that's again through transmutation and all about having gratitude, even though you may not like where you are. It's hard sometimes because we're like, oh, I'm really after getting that job or making enough money or whatever it is. It's like it's hard to have gratitude for where we are right now. But if you have gratitude for what you have right now, then you become a magnet for more, for abundance. And so Spirit says, be aware of the light in your life. Direct your thoughts to the beauty in and around yourself. Give thanks to God for every little thing that brings you joy. You are enlightened, your thoughts. Riches surround you, and be appreciative of all that life brings you. So, again, that means be happy for the bed that you sleep in, be happy for the house that you live in, be happy for the food that you get to eat, be happy for the friends that are in your life, be happy for the small wins in your life, and God will again amplify. The universe will amplify, because God is the universe, will amplify your success, your abundance, because you're happy, you have gratitude. And that's really what it is. But that's a lot of times it's easy to not have gratitude, especially if you were neglected and you were abused and if you didn't find your gifts. You say, what for? What's life for? Is I get into relationships, people just abuse me, they don't treat me right, I can't have love. When Spirit says, give yourself self-love, you got that twice. You didn't get that once, you got that twice. Self-love. And when you give yourself the love, you become the expression for love, to be a magnet of love. And that's really how you can have gratitude, because you're continuously seeing things manifest that are in alignment with that energy, that are bringing you joy. It's the way that you're filling up your cup and not waiting for somebody that, this person wants to come back and realizes it, but you know what? You may not want to have this person back. You may say, well, why are they coming back? Well, I feel like this person feels like they want to come back because they're ready. But I think for you, like it would be for closure. For you, it would be to see a different outcome. For you, like I said, it's that part of this. It's again, it's part of your phoenix. But transmutation. It's like that's why it's alchemy. Seeing this person come back, seeing something different, seeing a completely different like outcome of that negative energy. So understand you're the catalyst of that. This situation's the catalyst of it. And it was all because now you're seeing yourself confident. Again, so you are, this situation was the catalyst for your healing, the catalyst for their healing. And again, the Phoenix moment, and that's to help you form as well as transmute that negative energy, not just you, but this person too. All right, I'm going to leave that there. You let me know how you resonated with this one. This one was a long one. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.